okay life, but I was, still struggling. And then Power 90 did well and started making some money. I got to move out of that little apartment. I got a decent home. And then P90X came so I could put furniture in that house. Because I didn't have any. Hello, hello, hello. That's what it sounded like in my house. Come on in. And so it's been a great ride. And then, took a big risk with the whole coaching thing. MLM, Ick Factor, all that kind of stuff. Pyramid scheme, all that kind of crap. A lot of those companies are, I don't know, they're selling vitamins or wine that saves your life or some crap. I don't know. We have an interesting combination of just great fitness programs that make people feel better and have more energy, more enthusiasm for their lives. Plus our supplement line, the performance line, is ridiculous. Performance crack right there. Love that hydrate and that energize. And all of it. Shakeology, it's magic in a bag. It really is. It's a special product. And Darren O'Lean and Carl's wife, worked their butts off for years researching where to find all those ingredients and put it in one place so people just get some decent nutrients that have never had it before. So, I feel honored just to be here, just to be part of this whole revolution. And I've been with the company since its inception, 20 years ago. Now, wow. And I look the same, Anyway, that was for the ladies. And 5 of the guys. Nothing wrong with it. Modern world. So, I want to just, who still struggles a little bit? Keeping busy with the workouts, making sure they eat right at every meal. Raise your hand. You don't have to. It's not easy still, right? Who feels like, I'm eating great and I'm as fit as I could be at my age? Raise that up. 1, 2, 3, 9 of you. So, here's the thing I can tell you. Here's, in a nutshell. We all understand how we feel after that little excursion. We're all packed into a room, we're stepping on each other, we're getting down and dirty as quickly as we can. But, I mentioned it before, but there is something that happens to us during the course of physical movement that changes our mental and emotional state. And that is all those chemicals that I mentioned before. And if you read John Rady's book, Spark, you really understand the effects of physical activity on the human brain and on your emotional state. Cognition, memory, attitude, one's ability to be able to complete projects on every level. Because what happens when you dump all those chemicals into your head as a result of expanding something called the dentate gyrus, which is inside the temporal lobe. Actually, it's inside the hippocampus, right? These little sections. And you probably some of you heard this speech before, but I think it's critical for those of you who hadn't. It's a nice reminder as well. Is this dentate gyrus is about the size of a baby's pinky finger. So this little guy was holding up. It's smaller than his pinky finger. And when you slice open the brain of somebody who has not been exercising, as they get older, that thing inside of their temporal lobe, inside their hippocampus, is a string, a little tiny black string. And that usually means that toward the end of your life, you were not eating well and you were not exercising. And so chances are you probably died of something you didn't have to die from. And the fact of the matter is that your food intake, healthy or otherwise, will affect not only your longevity, but the quality of your life as you get to that point, your final days of your life. So if you have been exercising and eating well, that means the proper chemicals have been going into your brain to feed that part of your body so that all the organs and tendons and ligaments and bones and everything else is treated better. And so the thing is, there's 2 things you control. Whether you move today and how you eat today. I can't control the weather, or maybe I can. You're welcome. A tornado was scheduled, but I canceled it. Sorry, I got a big event at Heinz Field, so come on. But, you can't control the weather, you can't control traffic. Guys, you can't control your girls. No way. Girls, you can control your guys totally. Okay, girls, you can control 3 things. All right. But the fact of the matter is, I want everybody here to feel like I feel at the age of 50. I'm going to be 59 this summer. So, your skin's going to get crepey a little bit, and your neck's not going to look ideal, and that sort of thing. But I'm taking care of the inside as best I can because I can control that. So when I sit down at my breakfast, I look at my breakfast, and I wonder if my great-great-great-grandparents would recognize what I'm eating. And it's not Red Bull and Doritos. It doesn't come from a bottle, a bag, a can, or a box. I don't have cereal in my house anymore. Cereal just seems insane to me to have that in my house. To have donuts in my house seems insane. White bread, insane. Alcohol, this is just me. I'm not telling everybody to stop drinking. But I don't understand. I used to, but I was an idiot. And I acted like an idiot, and I thought alcohol was going to just, improve the moment or mask something I wasn't dealing with. And that's why I used to drink. But I don't have those problems anymore, so I don't drink anymore. And what a shocker, I can maintain my weight and get up the next morning and climb a rope upside down 15 times. You know what I mean? So it's really up to how far you want to go. And I think most critically is that you have to believe it. You have to believe it. If you've been big your whole life and you don't have any clue on what it's like to be slim and trim and fit and healthy, then it's really hard, no matter how much information you get, to believe that you can get there. But I'm telling you, if Jeremy Yost, who weighed 383 pounds with a fused right ankle, can lose half of his body weight and go down to 180 pounds, I'm about 177 right now. Richard Neal lost 242 pounds. Kathy Smith, 150 pounds. How many people in here have lost more than 20 pounds? Raise your hand. Hello. 30 pounds. 40 pounds. 50 pounds. Jeez. 60 pounds. Wow. Jeez, wow. 70? Arms to the air. 80 pounds. 90 pounds. 90 pounds. Anybody over 100 pounds in here? 100 pounds, stand up. 100 pounds, stand up. 100 pounds, stand up. Back there, 100 pounds. So, I'm a C- student with a former speech impediment called cluttering. And I moved 6 times before 5th grade because my father was in the Army, and he also moved with the transfers with different companies. So when you're bouncing around as a little kid, and you're a bad student because you're getting different teachers in schools and neighborhoods, and you do that a lot, I wonder if I'm a victim much. Childhood was so awesome. But for me, it was a great lesson. I didn't have a weight issue. I just had an insecurity, procrastination, fear factor issue as a child. Walking around just waiting for the next person to beat me up or shove me in a locker or take my lunch money or whatever the heck it was. Right? And I discovered exercise my sophomore year in college. Now, they weren't shoving me in the locker in college anymore, but still I was a bad student. And I was majoring mostly in beer and women. Mostly beer. Not really women yet. But I took a weightlifting course, and this coach, this instructor, was fun. I mean, he was cool. And he was encouraging. And he was funny. And I loved going to that class. And so in high school, in college, I had a little pudge and skinny arms, and I couldn't even play full court hoop because I didn't have the endurance. I just couldn't. I was always gassed, I used to blame my asthma. And then I took this course, and I did some cardio as well. And good things happened to me. And it helped my confidence. Little did I know at that time that the norepinephrine, dopamine, serotonin, brain-derived neurotropic factor was going into my hippocampus, my dentate gyrus, and improving my sort of outlook about my life. So all of a sudden my GPA went up. I didn't even know why. I just I want to go to class today. Screw it, I want to get up. I want to be productive. I want to not be, sleeping in and hungover. I just sort of, the exercise changed my attitude about who I was and what I was going to do at that time in my life. And then thank you. So there's a healthcare crisis, I hear, and I hear it's still going on. And we haven't solved it yet, but everybody in this room is the tip of the spear. And so as a coach, Because, right now the coaching thing, there's a little giddy up, right? You all familiar with the giddy up in the coaching business right now? And it's like any business, you know what I mean? So you have to decide whether you're in this for the money. Oh, if I'm become a 5-star and a 6-star, I'm going to get bigger checks. Or you can take the attitude about how important it is to be an example to the other people in your team based on your behavior. Because I know a lot of people who've made a financial shift in their life. I've trained the Tom Pettys, the Billy Idols, the Annie Lennoxes, the Ushers, the yada, yada, yada. And I'm telling you one thing, certainly my financial situation has changed. And, it makes life a little bit easier. But what it does do also is it complicates things. Your priorities shift, and you end up being more of a stress bag than you were before. Because it's not about the journey anymore. It's about your new God is cash and bank accounts and cars and dresses and jewelry and all that baloney. And so those things don't make you feel like this workout made you feel. You know what I mean? So, it's nice to have something nice. It's nice to be able to pay your bills. And those are things that you want to try to achieve through the coaching opportunity because you are the CEO. You are the master of your own destiny. And that's great. But you're still going to die. And how do you want to live between now and then? I'm cashing out at 109. I think at 109, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to take up drinking again. Smoke a little weed. I don't know. But I'm going to wait until I'm 109. In the meantime, when I get up in the morning and I eat my breakfast, it's going to be egg white scrambled with vegetables, a little avocado, bang. I want to have vegetables and salads all day long. I'm going to eat meat 5-6 times a month. Meat, fish, chicken, lamb, elk, bison, whatever it is. Okay? Plant-based. I'm not going to get up and have pancakes or waffles for breakfast ever again. Ever. Raise your hand if you had pancakes or waffles in the last 2 weeks. And I can read your minds. So put your hands in the air. Yeah, of course the kids. Whoop!
I had a Mickey Mouse waffle.
Where's your mom, kids? Because I'm going to beat her ass. Okay? Well then, pancakes and waffles, raise your hand. So see if you can not do that for the next week. See if you can not have a glass of alcohol for a week. See if you can avoid soda pop for a week. See if you can stay away from ice cream and excess cheese and milk products for a week. Can you do that for a week? I mean, if you care and you're a coach and you want to live a healthy, vibrant life, then it's all about the food on your plate, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in between. That's it. That caused the healthcare problem in the first place. It was caused by us, and it can be solved by us. So until you figure out how to make healthy food taste good, then you will struggle whether you're a coach or not, whether you have a lot of money in the bank or not. It's about the food. It's always been about the food. Shakeology is one box you can check in the right direction. But you're not going to eat and drink Shakeology breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got to make good choices in between. And guess what? It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. Raise your hand if it's the hardest thing you've ever done. I know. I mean, I grew up on cheese, buckets of cheese, white bread with sugar on it, Cocoa Krispies with sugar on it. And for lunch, I would have a fluffer nutter sandwich on white bread. Yeah, you folks, east of the Mississippi know what I'm talking about. Wonder bread, fluffer nutter. I would have Fritos in that bag. I'd have a devil dog in that bag. Oh my God. What is a devil dog? It's a hot dog bun made of chocolate with white frosting inside. I would have 3 chocolate milks. And I would also have 3 ice cream sandwiches. That's what I would average. And what a shocker, by 6th grade, I was out like a light. So, I was a sugar freak. And so about almost 2 years ago, I cut the sugar down by 95%. I don't eat dessert anymore. None. Zero. Zilch. Yesterday when I was on the plane, that you could smell the chocolate chip cookies maybe all hot and melty, and they were going down. And I went, yeah, no. It's 11. I gotta go now? I gotta go. I have to go. I just want to finish by saying this one thing. Yeah, because I got a plane and I gotta go. But If you guys can just, I did a little thing on my Facebook page. Who's on my Facebook page, my fan page? Thank you. Who is not? Let's see the numbers go up. Come on. Tony Horton on Facebook. Like that son of a gun, will you? Who owns the big picture? My book, The Big Picture. Who does not? What are you doing? The Big Picture, 11 laws that will save your life. They saved my life. These are 11 laws that I had to create for myself because I was not a happy guy. I was a struggling individual. I was not taking care of myself. I agree 100%. He's just letting us know that his mom has the book. So, I mean, I could sit here and pontificate for, another 2 more hours, but that's only going to be 1/100th of what you're going to get out of that book. Go to Amazon, get it on paper. I think it's $9. The Big Picture. And if you're at Summit, I will sign it. You find me with that book, and I will sign that book. If I have to wait in line for 5 hours, I will sign that book. All right? Because that book is a complete description of what I needed to do in my life to get to the next level. To feel as good as I feel, to feel as strong as I feel, to have as much energy as I have, to be able to be happy and joyous almost all the time. It's the craziest feeling in the world. I never thought that in my life. I was miserable almost all of the time. And now I just wake, I go, am I really this happy right now? This is weird. Still, God, there's my beautiful wife. It's really cool and awesome. Oh, there's my house where I live. Who would have thunk? You know what I mean? Oh, man, I can do a lot of these. These are fun. What the hell? I don't know what all that was. I apologize. That wasn't even energized. So I just want you all to feel what I'm feeling, to take this coaching opportunity, to use each other as a means to connect and work together, because you are the 5 people you hang around the most. Who's in your tribe? If you got the naysayers and the family members are like, what are you doing? It's an MLM, and you're always working out all the time, and you become obsessed, tell them to stuff it. All right? Be clear and succinct and direct with a smile about what it is that you want. Ask for what you need, regardless of all the noise and chatter that's coming your way. Ask for what you need and do it with a smile, and then keep going. Exercise 5 to 7 days a week and look it down at your plate, and I hope to God you see fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. That's what you got to put in. 10% of the time, cupcake. Is today chocolate chip cookie day? Yes. You know what I mean? So, for me, the food thing's been an evolution. It's taken decades. Vegan, paleo, vegetarian, flexitarian, raw. I mean, I did it all. Now I just eat all those kinds of food, Italian, Mexican, Indian, French, but I make sure that I look down at my plate and recognize and hope that people from the 1800s know what the hell I'm eating. So, and it doesn't come from factories. It's not in bags, bottles, cans, and boxes, except for Shakeology and the performance line. All right? It's true. And you will watch the weight come off. You'll have a whole lot more energy, fellas. You won't need the blue pills anymore. Dude, you lost over 100 pounds. You don't need no stinking blue pills. You need a pill to slow you down. From the bottom of my heart, I cannot believe there's this many people in this room. It just means so much to me. It means so much to Carl. It means so much to us as a company. I swear to God, you guys are the reason why our company is continuing to grow, continuing to improve, and we do it for you. It's about you. It's what you do for us. So I can't thank you enough. So I appreciate it. And I think I'll see a lot of you at Summit. There's still room, which is crazy. There's still room. So go. We've got a lot of really cool things in store. I have a new program that I'm working on called It's going to be awesome. And thanks again, everybody. Thank you so much.